Hello, everyone. This is EDL 853, Special Education for Building Administrators, and this is my first module for this course and my last course to get my building level leadership endorsement. So I made a collage of all my important people and animals in my life. These are some of my most recent pictures to talk a little bit about myself. Um, we went to Disney World over Thanksgiving break. I have a 9-year-old little boy and a 6-year-old little girl, third grade and kindergarten. And then my husband and I have been married for 10 years, just over 10 years. We reside here in Pratt, Kansas, where we both teach in the same building. And that picture that he's holding with the trophy was our fall celebration at school. And as a rookie teacher, he actually won that event that day with his advisory-based class. So this is me super competitive and not happy that he won. There's my little girl in the top in her PJs for Christmas at her pajama party for school. We're very active in athletics. Any sport you can think of, we probably play or do it. We love the outdoors, and in the bottom left-hand corner, you can see our 1999 Winnebago that we love and adventure out in as often as we can. My little girl happened to be the homecoming Royal Page this fall for football, which was a special day for her. And then we're in the middle of wrestling season with my little guy, and Dad and him got to attend a KU game this early this winter. So just a few pictures of where we're at. In this picture in the bottom with my little boy in green is riding the Skyliner at Walt Disney World, and truly a magical trip for the four of us. And then we own two golden doodles. They're in the center. That's a 4th of July celebration that we go to at my husband's mom's house each 4th. So that is Stella and Chief, and they are mother and son. We welcomed a litter of 11 doodles into our home just right as COVID hit in 2020. So that's just a little bit about us. I grew up in Pratt. I graduated from Pratt High School in 2000 and went on to play basketball at both Cali County and Pittsburgh State University. I always had a plan to major in education and, like I said, be involved in athletics. So I taught language arts in Mullinville, Kansas, Haviland, Kansas, and here in Pratt at Skyline Schools for about 6 school years before I took the head coaching position for women's basketball at Pratt Community College, where I met my husband, and I did that position for 9 years. I started having our children and realized the college basketball life wasn't for me. Trying to be a full-time mom was a lot. So I ventured back into the classroom, took a social studies job at the building I'm in now, and then this current superintendent asked me to move to PE, where I've been for the past 3 years. I got my master's degree in sports administration in 2013 from Central Missouri State University. And then I decided that building level leadership in public schools is where I wanted to be, which is what I'm working on the endorsement for. And I have plans to be done with my praxis and with my practicum by the day school gets out. So that's my goal. Hopefully, I will be an assistant principal soon, learn all the ropes, and then in the years to come, potentially be an athletic director or a full-time principal. So that's a little bit about me. We'll move on to the few articles that we were asked to kind of research, talking about special ed and inclusion and creating that inclusive culture. So this slide just talks a little bit about the things that I thought were important, or the things that I pulled out. Some key points. An inclusive classroom culture values and recognizes the contributions of all students and their families and the communities. It has been said that you can tell the climate of a school within the first 2 minutes you walk in the entrance. A parent who feels unwelcome is less likely to visit and more likely to say negative things about the school. When we have less parental involvement, we have established a culture that seems uncaring. And the best school systems know how to include parents, and they also understand how to engage all students. How do we advocate for all students? School districts must consider placement in general education for all students with disabilities, regardless of the degree of disability. The academic and social benefits of placement in general education must be taken into consideration, and such considerations must be more than just a token gesture. All of these things I thought were important in advocating for students with disabilities and placing students in general classrooms where they can be successful and receive the necessary support services and aids that they need. treating everybody equally or equitable. As we talk about public schools, use inclusive language for all races, gender, and sexual orientation. Excuse me, and prevent others from talking about those groups in a derogatory way. Include diversive literature in our libraries and classrooms, and adapt character education where it's like respect, acceptance, and honesty. We do a lot with empathy in our building right now to go along with that. Send staff research-based articles that focus on respective school cultures, and create a principal's adversary group or a cabinet to focus on school culture. Train staff to address issues they hear and see in the hallway and make sure they are not ignored. And potentially establish a gay-straight alliance in your school. And I like this little thought from DeWitt. It is better to be hated for doing the right thing than be hated for doing the wrong thing. Strategies for building administrators, and then steps we can take as building administrators. Several different strategies include value what each student brings to the table, establish a respect classroom environment, plan for everyone to participate and achieve, and take a community approach. Steps moving forward for administrators: provide academic support, prepare teachers, provide curriculum on topics such as privilege, oppression, and global power, integrate student bodies, create a respectful school community, and create a space for the discussion. And that was probably my best, the one that I like the most. Create a space where everybody feels like this topic can be discussed. And these were my references that went along with those few short articles we were asked to summarize and talk about. So I look forward to taking this class. Special education has a near and dear place in my heart, and I've spent a lot of time helping and working with special ed students, and it seems like many of our teachers are either overwhelmed or don't quite understand. So as a building administrator, if I can help include and create a classroom culture and school culture where everyone feels involved, we'll all succeed and everything will be better. I look forward to this class with each of you. Thank you so much. Have a great day.